things I like about really good look.
Sharife Cooper was objectively one of, if not the most electric player in college basketball this season. After an awful and embarrassing investigation by the NCAA, Sharife stepped in and was electric, putting up 20 points and a ridiculous 8 dimes a game for Auburn. He's a truly gifted passer and playmaker who can make every pass possible and uses his elite speed and handle to put pressure on defenses, often in the pick and roll. There's a lot that he can still improve upon offensively, especially as a scorer, but you can't teach the dynamicity that he has. And defensively, despite being undersized, you can by no means call him a slouch.
Johnson, a strong finish, give him 12. The head.
Here comes Cooper. On the break. Cannot knock it down.
Just never has been a scorer, stuff wood.
That guy started hitting shots. To whose advantage would that be?
Well, you got to knock him down. He's 2 for 5.
Way off the mark. Thor the rebound. 2.5 to go.
Rebounded by Dylan Cardinal. Devin Cambridge picked up his 3rd foul that last trip down for Auburn. Chance for the Tigers
This year, it's a big deal to pick up those quad ones.
Well, think about this. The committee is still...
He's 28 years old playing.
He has been solid so far.
What we've seen this evening has been matched by Auburn. The bounce
Better
back.
feel for Cooper in the second half. After he breaks
Say
out.
we were going to have this score. I would, first of all, told you.
He just kind of is calm. You know, you can tell he's an older guy.
A change of defense here tonight, right? Now look, they're trapping the ball screen for Sharife.
And you have to be a tough, physical defender at your spot. He's not. Another alley. The senior from Arkansas drills the first field goal for Missouri.
Cooper able to split the
Kyer turns it over. Here comes Cooper. Easy man.
But a home team that's up and down, space it out, usually their advantage.
Cooper. Dazzling. And the kick.
I know Arkansas staff was worried about their team's confidence. There's nothing wrong with Desi Sills' confidence.
Couple of big ones from Wheeler. Here's Cooper, shows the ball.
Bit of a work in progress. 5 on the shot clock for Cooper. There he goes, inside on play.
I talked about impacting the game in different ways. The Hogs flexing their muscles on the offensive group of teams that in the SEC that I've seen in a long time. But Roy, I want to go back to that Alabama.
It's out to double figures for the first time tonight if they can get a basket here.
That was against Texas A&M. Hit 5 threes in that game. Cooper down the paint.
Arkansas, and it's almost like that bad second half has spilled over into this game.
I would agree.
20 A's across the board. That looks like Dallin's report card.
You got to be able to guard your yard and be able to keep the ball contained. And right now,
Protecting the rim at a very high level so far.
Right now, it's a block fest.
Some run on Sharife Cooper here in the first half. And with the foul. Here's Cooper. In traffic again.
Cooper taking his time, attacking. He'll shoot.
Good job by Kentucky in the transition D.
Half court. Here we go.
Here is Cooper to the left, into the lane.
How these kids are going to all react from the layoffs or not.
Off the drive to Boston went behind the back.
In terms of a guard who plays at different speeds.
Right, trying to post up on Cooper. He likes this matchup, and he's quickly surrounded by 3 blue jerseys.
And it's been quite a journey from Nebraska to Alaska to West.
History of humanity right there. Tigers lead it by 16, a 13-1 run in the last 3 minutes.
Take those shots and say, Coach, you know, Just
I
trying
didn't
to
hear
make
you
a play.
say.
Yeah.
Right, I didn't hear you say
I
don't
didn't hear you
shoot.
say-
Leave guys this open. There's going to be about 100 threes taken because these are pretty good looks. That is not.
Court advantage. That's the pace they want to play, and Georgia wants to play that. But when you're on the road, now again, everything's
Assistant coach Chuck Person, ongoing investigation. Cooper. Petty.
Driver.
Over the offensive rebound.
And he is going to be a really good player. Talking about 10 and 1.
Tonight, 9 of their 19 points.
Mint surveys. As a head coach.
Sharife is going to have to do some major work on his three-point shot and his in-between game to really maximize his potential. He's got a strange backwards lean on his jumper and a bit of a windup that really just needs cleaned up. Teams will go under on screens and make things tough for him, and it'll limit his ability to play without the ball should he not become serviceable beyond the arc at his height. And the in-between game is going to be absolutely key for him, especially as the shot develops. For someone who is as good as he is in the pick and roll, he's got to master that floater, especially as teams are going to likely play a lot of drop and force that shot. It's an essential for all the league's lead guards. Defensively, he'll likely always be somewhat of a liability. That just comes with the territory unless he can add CP3, Van Vliet, Lowry type of mass.
Doris Burke and Jessica Mendoza and you know,
In that game, because I've seen them both and they're both great. But if you made me
Deep three.
the power of Thor.
Very nice.
Kentucky has 9 assists. He was that close.
been messing around. Here's Cooper reaching.
Had some troubles driving it to the middle of the lane. He's a guy who's going to probably be featured. Right here,
Nice.
one possession to get Auburn thinking, what kind of defense is this?
Cooper.
Start Vegas as soon as we're done in Athens.
When you're churning through new freshman after new freshman, continuity.
I mean, he may have one in him tonight by the time it's all said and done. Attacking. How about
Their AAU coach was with a 2-point advantage.
Cooper, break it down.
Cooper?
High on.
Freshman from down the road in Powder Springs, Georgia. Set his
Flanagan in particular, and he should be able to clean that up now with Cooper running the point and Sharife looking for
Cooper the other way.
It's a Vanderbilt team who is hungry and I think improving night in and night out.
Jalen Tate is really a ball-hawking defender. This one on the road. Dangerous. Even though he's averaging 22, it's a high-volume set of shooting.
Close the gap here. Cooper on the spread out.
Watch Gonzaga. They feel like business trips.
here the postseason self-imposed ban. The NCAA is
That was a shot, though, right?
That
Take
was a
it.
shot. He's been rolling tonight too.
Cooper.
Didn't seem to affect them on the offensive end.
senior on the rook. Cooper baseline pass.
Yeah, you get out. I was disappointed in the last 59 seconds.
Advantage doesn't take place immediately, but Dylan DeSue was persistent.
Highest 2-foul participation in the country, Tom Crean. At 38%.
Any loss already on their resume. It's their
Very, very good once he gets within 3 or 4 feet of the basket to close.
Cooper and man-to-man much tonight, but they were on this possession.
Leads the nation in made free throws, top 5 in free throws attempted. He can use his body. He plays.
Those guards will step in and take charges.
What adjustments do you anticipate Baylor to make?
You know,
Here's Days.
By the way, they were 1 for 12 from beyond the arc before that three. Butler.
There's mental mistakes. They've talked about things they want to take away. They want to talk about how to.
if you know Bruce Pearl, you knew they were going to come out with a plan, and you knew they would battle, and they have.
It's the intermission. Fagan having a great game.
So much to deal with when facing.
In transition.
Here comes Smith, leaves it off for Bryant, got it! Smith, hesitation to the hoop, puts it in! They can go 2 for 1 right now. Smith trying to do it all the way with the left, and that goes in! Smith wants to take Gafford off the dribble. He'll pull up underneath. What a pass! 4 seconds to go. Smith to Bertans for the dunk!
I mean, this is a heck of a pass. Wow.
Collins turns and jams. 6-100. Trey trying to get it back for the Hawks. He rifles one into Collins. Trey will pull it out. Look out from behind. He avoids problems at point 3.
Sharife Cooper's roadmap to becoming a really impactful player is pretty set in stone as long as he's got the right people around him to help attack those weaknesses going forward. He's just electric as a passer, and even in a class with several really amazing young dimers, he's still right at the top despite being 6 to 8 inches shorter than a lot of them. Cooper likely isn't a lottery pick, but I think a team in the late teens to mid 20s probably snatches him up and can bring him along in an appropriate role right away.